Welcome back to today's deep dive, everyone, and a special welcome to you, the learner. We are really glad you're here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a really interesting one today.
We do. Today's mission is decoding this notoriously intimidating world of cryptocurrency, specifically looking at a platform that claims it can, tear down those fortress-like barriers to entry.
Right, because those barriers are steep.
Very.
Yeah.
And the platform we're analyzing is NormieCrypto.com. We've got a great stack of sources for this, including their main website, their mission statements, and a really specific technical document they put out called The Simple Guide to Cross-Chain Swaps.
Which is quite a title, but it's super relevant.
Definitely. And setting the stage here, the sources highlight this huge contrast in the digital asset landscape right now. We're seeing it evolve so fast, shifting away from those purely speculative, meme cycles.
Yeah, moving into serious institutional-grade infrastructure.
Exactly, like World Liberty Financial or WLFI. But despite all that, for the average person, it still just feels like a complete maze of jargon.
Oh, it really does. And the sources actually validate this. They describe everyday users not really as investors, but, well, often as tourists with a gambling itch.
Source with a gambling itch.
Right, because they just lack the tools to actually compound their wealth safely. They come in, buy a token, and just stare at the charts.
And that's our mission today. We're exploring how NormieCrypto is trying to turn those tourists into pros, making crypto easy for, normal people.
Which is where the name comes from, obviously.
Right, and they're doing this specifically through their streamlined cross-chain swap service. Okay, let's unpack this, because the biggest friction point mentioned in the text is that blockchains are essentially isolated islands.
That's a great way to look at it. Islands?
Yeah, like a Bitcoin cannot naturally talk to an Ethereum smart contract. It's like having to exchange your US dollars into euros, sail to an island, trade your euros for gold.
Right, a total nightmare.
Sail to another island, and trade that gold for yen just to buy a coffee.
Yeah, that traditional multi-step hurdle is just brutal. You send funds to a centralized exchange, sell for a stable coin, buy the new asset, and then withdraw it to a new wallet.
Which takes forever and costs a ton in fees.
What's fascinating here is why this actually matters so much. This archaic process isn't just slow and expensive. It forces users to rely on these synthetic or wrapped tokens.
Oh, the wrapped tokens.
Or they use highly complex bridges that just completely intimidate newcomers. And true accessibility in finance really requires removing those invisible friction points.
And that leads directly to the core solution in our sources today, which is the built-in exchange mechanism over at exchange.normiecrypto.com.
Right, the newly launched service.
Yeah, and it's totally designed to eliminate those cluttered charts and, the confusing order books that you usually see in crypto trading. Let's break down their three-step process.
It's surprisingly simple.
It is. Step one is just to select your pair. You literally just pick the send asset and the get asset.
And you can cross entirely different networks immediately with this, right? Like swapping BTC for ETH or SOL.
Exactly. Then step two, you just enter the amount and your receiving address. The system gives you a real-time conversion rate. Wait, I had to push back here a little bit.
Okay, go for it.
If I'm blindly sending coins across different networks, isn't it incredibly easy to just send my new coin to the wrong type of wallet and lose it forever?
Well, yes, and that's actually a really important point. The source material has this specific pro tip for exactly that scenario.
Oh, really?
Yeah, users absolutely must double-check the destination address to ensure their wallet actually supports the specific coin they're receiving. It's basically the one crucial responsibility left to the user.
Okay, so you still have to pay attention to where you're parking the car.
Exactly. But once you do that, step 3 is literally just send and relax. The platform gives you a deposit address for your original coins, and the exchange handles all the complex behind-the-scenes routing.
And then it just automatically delivers the new coins. That's wild.
It is a game changer because you receive native assets on the destination chain.
Right, so you avoid all the risks of those wrapped tokens we talked about earlier.
Precisely. No wrapped IOUs, no bridge honeypots. Plus, you get incredible speed and a really clean professional workspace.
So what does this all mean for the listener? Let's bring this abstract tech into a practical, real-world scenario. The text actually gives a really good bonus example.
Oh, the XRP one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine you hold XRP, but you want to buy a trending Ethereum-based ERC20 token, like, say, Memelink's MK token.
Right, which
Yeah.
usually means jumping through a million hoops.
Exactly. Instead of signing up for a dozen exchanges, you just use the Normie tool to convert XRP directly to ETH, send it to your wallet, and instantly swap for MK.
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this isn't just about convenience, it's about ecosystem mobility.
Ecosystem mobility, I like that.
Yeah, it allows a beginner to navigate this whole multi-chain universe with the agility of a seasoned pro. You can move value wherever the opportunity actually is without getting stuck.
And that seamless entry into new tokens, like the MK token, perfectly bridges into NormieCrypto's broader mission, which is all about community and rewards.
Because NormieCrypto isn't just a tool, right? It's a network.
Exactly. They're aiming to be one of the top affiliate spaces in crypto. The text details this specific earning potential with the Meme-linked affiliate program.
Ah, yeah, the 4% reward.
Right. Members can earn a straightforward 4% reward simply by introducing family and friends to Meme-linked and its native MK token.
Which is a huge incentive to actually educate the people around you.
And there's some urgency mentioned in the text too, like the first 50 signups are eligible for giveaways. Plus, they have all these broader educational resources.
Like the new high-definition podcast series.
Yeah, and the VIP member sections that track your MK earnings. It's a whole ecosystem.
What's really interesting is how this model shifts the entire crypto experience. Usually it's a very solitary, often stressful endeavor, just staring at red and green charts all day.
Sweating over candlestick patterns, yeah.
Exactly. But this turns it into a community-driven path for passive income. The platform gives everyday people professional tools and insights to help grow their reach.
And they don't even need complex trading strategies to do it. It's brilliant.
It really lowers the barrier to entry while keeping the upside intact.
So just to wrap up today's deep dive for you, the learner, the big takeaway is how exchange.normiecrypto.com takes all the headache out of cross-chain swaps.
Totally eliminates it.
Letting you move BTC, ETH, SOL, or XRP seamlessly, all while plugging you into a community that rewards you for learning and sharing.
But you know, there's a really provocative thought inspired by the source material that I want to leave everyone with.
Oh, let's hear it.
The sources mention the math behind crypto, why fixed supply changes everything.
Right.
So think about this. In traditional finance, central banks can just print money overnight, quietly reducing your purchasing power.
They inflate it away.
Exactly. But now that platforms like NormieCrypto are removing the technical barriers to entry for everyday people,
Making it as easy as clicking a button.
right. What happens to the global financial system when the average person can instantly swap their inflating, infinitely printed fiat currency for a borderless native asset with a mathematically fixed supply?
Why?
And do it entirely outside the traditional banking system?
That is a massive question to ponder. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive. Keep questioning the world around you, and we'll see you next time.